All right, get ready. Today we're going deep into B vitamins. I have 3 research articles here, and wow, this goes way beyond like just eating your vegetables. It's about the hidden superpowers of these tiny nutrients we need to
Yeah.
be healthy.
What's really interesting is that people think of B vitamins as, these energy boosters,
Right.
but it's so much more complicated than that.
I see that in the articles they keep using this word cofactors, but honestly, I don't really know what that means.
Uh-huh.
Like why should I care about that?
It's like a VIP pass
Okay.
for your cells. Think of B vitamins as that VIP pass for all these enzymes in your body,
Okay.
which are like, they do all the work. They're the workhorses of our cells.
Gotcha.
And without those B vitamins, the enzymes are kind of stuck. They can't get in and do their jobs.
So if I'm like feeling tired, it's not just about like chugging an energy drink or something. It
Right.
could be something deeper going on.
Yeah, B vitamins are part of almost everything your body
Right.
does, like building your DNA and your immune system, even your gut health. It all comes
Yeah.
back to these
Wow.
nutrients.
Speaking of the gut, one of the articles talked about how the microbiome,
Yeah.
or gut bacteria, are making B vitamins.
Right?
That's so cool. But I remember there was a catch.
Right.
They can't make enough for us to like rely on, right?
Yeah, you can think of it as like this bustling city
Okay.
in your gut, all these bacteria, and some are making vitamins,
Uh-huh.
but we can't just depend on them. Our diet still matters a lot.
Okay, so still got to eat my greens. But the article went deep on like which bacteria do what, like
Mhm.
Prevotella and Desulfovibrio, they're the thiamine superstars. Then bacteroids and fusobacteria for riboflavin.
Yeah,
It's amazing. Like there's all this going on in there.
it really is. And for folate, bifidobacterium is key.
Okay.
What's interesting is even within that species, some are high producers, some are low.
Wow.
Shows you how diverse even one type of bacteria can be.
So it's like all these different neighborhoods all specializing in different things.
Yeah,
But it's not just a one-way street, right? What do those B vitamins actually do for our gut?
it's this beautiful, like, back and forth.
Okay.
Our gut makes some B vitamins, but we need those same vitamins to keep our gut healthy.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have enough B vitamins, it can mess up the balance of your microbiome
Mm-hmm.
and even weaken your intestines.
And the studies had some scary examples, like riboflavin deficiency in rats.
Right.
They got something called crypt hypertrophy, and their intestines got messed up.
Yeah, shows how important riboflavin is.
Yikes.
Folate deficiency can even change the shape of intestinal cells, which could make you more likely to get intestinal cancer.
Oh, wow. And what about that study with vitamin B6 deficiency in rats?
They found that lack of B6 makes the gut microbiome less diverse and changes the chemicals in their intestines. Shows how important B6 is for a healthy gut.
So B vitamins are super important for our gut, but let's shift gears to the immune system. The research found a strong connection between B vitamins and fighting infections. It even mentioned a study on how multivitamins affected older adults' immune systems.
Yeah, that study had some interesting findings, but it wasn't as straightforward as you might think.
Yeah.
The multivitamins didn't make a huge difference in immune function right away, but they did improve vitamin C and zinc levels
Okay.
and how healthy the people felt overall.
So maybe there are benefits that take longer to show up.
Yeah, exactly. We need more research to know for sure.
So we need more research. But while we're on the topic, can you remind me how vitamin C and zinc actually help our immune system?
Of course. Vitamin C is really important for a lot of what your immune cells do, like phagocytosis, where they gobble up those bad guys,
Right.
and they help make reactive oxygen species, which is one of your body's first lines of defense.
Okay, then what about zinc? Doesn't it help immune cells grow?
It does. Zinc helps lots of different immune cells grow and work, like neutrophils and natural killer cells. Think of it as the conductor of the immune system orchestra, making sure everything works in harmony.
Oh, I like that. And we can't forget about niacin, vitamin B3.
Mm-hmm.
The research said it's anti-inflammatory in the gut, which could be huge for people with inflammatory bowel diseases.
Yeah, it shows how connected our bodies are.
Yeah.
Something as small as a vitamin deficiency can have a big impact everywhere.
It really makes you wonder what other little things could be affecting our health without us knowing.
Definitely.
That's a big question to think about. But for now, we've covered a lot about B vitamins.
We have.
And there's still so much more to this amazing world of B vitamins to talk about.
Absolutely. One thing that's becoming clear is how much what we do every day affects how well our gut makes B vitamins. Our diet and lifestyle, they're not just about what we eat, but making sure our gut microbiome can thrive.
So it's like we're, what, like gardeners for our gut bacteria?
Exactly.
What do they need to make those B vitamins? I remember the articles mention antibiotics,
Right.
free radicals, even our genes.
Yeah, all of those things play a role. Antibiotics are a good place to start.
Okay.
They're great for fighting infections,
Right.
but they can also kill good bacteria along with the bad.
Oh, so it's like using a
Mm.
like a sledgehammer when you really just need a little tap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that can damage those good bacteria that make B vitamins. Then you've got free radicals.
Right. Free radicals.
They can cause oxidative stress,
Mm-hmm.
and that makes it harder for the good bacteria to grow.
So free radicals are like little troublemakers messing with our B vitamin factories.
You could say that.
Mm.
And then you've got genetics. Our DNA can actually influence how our gut is structured
Mm-hmm.
and what kinds of bacteria live there.
So some people just naturally have a gut that's better at making B vitamins.
In a way, yes, some
Yeah.
people might have a genetic advantage,
Hmm.
but even then, we all need to give our gut the right fuel.
That makes sense. So back to eating our veggies.
It all comes back to diet.
But it's not just about what we eat, right? There are things we should avoid too, I bet.
Absolutely. Processed foods,
Yeah.
sugary drinks,
Okay.
too much alcohol.
Uh,
Those can all disrupt the balance of our gut microbiome.
so they make it harder for our gut to make B vitamins.
Exactly.
It makes you wonder, like, with how many people eat a lot of processed foods,
Right.
if a lot of people are walking around low on B vitamins without even knowing it.
It's a definite possibility.
Yeah, affecting their energy, maybe even their mood.
And potentially contributing to problems with their gut and immune system.
It really highlights how important it is to be proactive.
Absolutely.
Making good choices about what we eat and how we live can make a real difference for our gut and our B vitamin levels.
It's not just about us as individuals.
Yeah.
We have this whole ecosystem inside of us, and our health depends on keeping that ecosystem healthy.
It really is amazing. And speaking of amazing, one of the articles talked about how B vitamins could help prevent serious diseases like heart disease and cancer.
There's a growing body of research on that.
That's a big deal. How does that even work?
Well, there's more and more evidence showing that B vitamins, particularly folate and B12,
Okay.
they're involved in processes that can affect whether you develop those chronic conditions.
Interesting.
For instance, folate is crucial for DNA synthesis and repair.
Right.
If you're deficient, your DNA can get damaged, which is a big step towards developing cancer.
So just making sure we get enough folate could actually lower our risk of cancer.
It's certainly a possibility, and one worth paying attention to.
Wow. What about the link with heart disease?
Folate and B12 both help metabolize homocysteine,
Okay.
which is an amino acid.
Right.
And if you have too much homocysteine, it's linked to a higher risk of heart disease.
So these vitamins help keep homocysteine in check,
Exactly.
which is good for our hearts.
It's all connected. If you have deficiencies, it can lead to imbalances, which then increases your risk of developing these chronic illnesses.
But it's important to remember chronic diseases are complicated.
Absolutely.
It's not as simple as just taking a vitamin and being healthy.
B vitamins are one piece of the puzzle, but an important one.
Right. And as we learn more, we'll understand even more about how to stay healthy long term.
Exactly. The more we learn about the gut microbiome, the more we realize how much we still don't know.
So much to discover. What are some of the big questions we still need to answer?
Well, we need to know more about how each species of bacteria helps make B vitamins,
Okay.
how things like diet and lifestyle affect that production, and ultimately how all this impacts our risk of developing chronic diseases.
It really is a whole world inside of us, but practically speaking, how do we even know if we're getting enough B vitamins? Is there a test or something?
The best way to make sure you're getting enough B vitamins is to eat a balanced diet full of whole foods. But if you think you might be deficient, talk to your doctor.
So a blood test could show if we're low on certain B vitamins.
That's right. And your doctor can help you figure out if you need to take supplements.
Okay.
It's not one size fits all. It depends on your individual needs.
Makes sense. And I guess more isn't always better with vitamins.
Exactly. Taking too much of some B vitamins can be harmful.
So it's best to follow your doctor's recommendations.
Always a good idea.
This deep dive has really changed how I think about B vitamins.
It's been fascinating, hasn't it?
Yeah, they're not just for energy anymore. They're important for our gut, our immune system, our overall health.
It really shows how even the smallest things can have a big impact on our health.
It's like that butterfly effect.
Mm-hmm.
Little changes can have huge consequences. But the amazing thing is,
Yeah.
we're not helpless. We can control what happens in our bodies.
Exactly. By understanding how our diet, our lifestyle, and our gut microbiome all interact.
Right.
We can take control of our own health.
I love that. It's been great exploring all this with you.
It has.
As we've been talking about B vitamins and all their effects, one thing I keep wondering is we've talked about how different bacteria make different B vitamins
Yeah.
and how deficiencies can mess with the balance in our gut.
Right.
But could that balance also affect how well we absorb those vitamins in the first place?
That's a great question, and it's something researchers are really looking into. There's more and more evidence that when your gut bacteria are out of whack, what we call dysbiosis,
Okay.
it can actually make it harder to absorb and use nutrients.
So even if I'm eating all the right foods and my gut bacteria are making those vitamins,
Mm-hmm.
dysbiosis could be like a roadblock.
Exactly. There are studies that show people with, say, IBS,
Irritable bowel syndrome.
or inflammatory bowel disease, they often have lower B vitamin levels,
Mm.
even if their diet is good.
Which makes sense, I guess, because those conditions are linked to inflammation and changes in the microbiome.
Right. When you have inflammation, it can damage your gut lining,
Okay.
which makes it harder for nutrients to get through. And if your gut bacteria are out of balance,
Mm.
sometimes can grow too much and actually compete with you for those vitamins.
Oh, wow.
They might even break them down.
So it's not enough to have the good bacteria. They need to be in the right balance, too.
Exactly. It's all about that harmony in your gut ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where prebiotics and probiotics come in.
Prebiotics and probiotics. Right. Those are good for our gut, but how do they fit in here?
Well, prebiotics are like food for the beneficial bacteria.
Okay.
They're types of fiber that we can't digest, but our good gut bacteria love to eat them.
So, like, if I eat more prebiotic foods,
Mhm.
I'm basically feeding the good guys and helping them grow.
You got it. And probiotics are live good bacteria that we can add to our gut.
Like reinforcements to help the good guys win.
Perfect analogy. And research is showing that prebiotics and probiotics can actually improve how well we absorb and use B vitamins.
So taking care of our gut microbiome isn't just good for digestion. It also helps us get the most out of those B vitamins.
It all goes back to that idea that everything in our body is connected.
Right. Taking care of one thing helps everything else. It really shows that we need to think about our health holistically.
Absolutely.
As we wrap up this deep dive into B vitamins, what's the one big thing you want listeners to remember?
I'd say the most important takeaway is that B vitamins are crucial. We need them for so many things.
Mm-hmm.
And the connection they have with our gut microbiome just makes it even more amazing.
Yeah.
If we make good choices about what we eat and how we live, we can keep our gut healthy and make sure we're getting enough of those B vitamins.
Which will help us live healthier and happier lives.
Exactly.
It's been so fascinating to explore this hidden world of B vitamins.
I agree.
We started thinking of them as just these energy boosters, but now we see how important they are for our gut, our immune system, our whole well-being.
This shows you the power of science. We're always learning more, questioning and exploring, trying to understand how our bodies work.
And as we've seen, that journey never really ends. There's always more to discover.
Absolutely.
More connections to find, more potential to unlock.
So let this be the beginning of your own exploration.
Okay.
Pay attention to how much B vitamins you're getting, take care of your gut microbiome, and embrace the fact that your body is this incredible interconnected system.
That's a great way to put it. It's been a pleasure diving deep with you.
The pleasure was all mine.
And to everyone listening, keep those questions coming. Until next time.